What is up, my dogs? Welcome back for another episode of Positivi-Tuesday. I am so happy. Oh, that's funny. That's what our video is about today. I literally didn't mean to do that, but I am so happy to be here with you guys today. I totally just gave it away. Today's video is going to be about the emotion of happiness. And spoiler alert, next week's will be on joy, because I think a lot of people think that they're the same thing. However, they're totally and completely not. So I wanted to start with happiness. And first, I just want to talk about a few things that make me happy. What really makes me happy is calling people dog, and also saying that's going to be a no for me, dog, which I know if you've watched one of my product review videos, which I will link up here, then you've seen that. So that makes me really happy. So I just thought, from now on, instead of doing the whole typical, hey guys, what everyone does, I can say what's up, dogs? What is up, my dogs? And what else makes me really happy that I just want to say is, I don't know if you guys watch The Office. If you don't, you really should, because it's great. But there was this scene, I forget who it was, but I'm pretty sure it was Michael Scott, and he was telling this joke, and this joke literally was my favorite thing ever. I'm not kidding you guys. It took me months to learn how to do it properly. And I kept saying to Rex, please, when I actually learn how to do this joke, can we get tattoos that are up dog tattoos, and we'll get a dog and an arrow pointing up? And you know what? He said yes. And now that I finally learned the joke, I was like, good, now we can get the tattoos. And he said no. He was like, that's a dumb tattoo and I'm not getting it. So what about that? Comment below if you think we should get the tattoos or not. But the joke goes like this. I hope I get it right now. The joke goes like this. So you ask somebody, hey, do you want some up dog? And then they say, what's up dog? And you say, I don't know, what's up with you? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did it right. He'll tell me once I upload this video. But comment below about the tattoo. And the other things that make me happy are, my cat ears make me really happy. I have had them for a few years now, and I wear them at home often, especially if I'm feeling in a funk, or if I'm sick, or just not feeling my best. I will seriously put my cat ears on and just walk around the house like that, because I love them. I just love them. So I thought I'm gonna put them on for this video today about happiness, because that is something that brings me great joy. Also, I cut my nails short, and I think they make me happy, which is crazy because I literally never thought ever in the history of ever that I would have them short. I had the world's longest nails for years, okay? And I felt oh, they make my hands look so long and glamorous, and they make my fingers look skinnier and blah, blah. But I just got to a point where I was I can't keep putting this much time and effort into them, because it's really a lot. And I cut them short, and now I can actually do things. I put this necklace on all by myself. I legitimately have not been able to put a necklace on in years. I tried a few videos ago to put this on, and I couldn't, and it makes me so happy that I can do that myself. Or with shimmery eyeshadows, the ones in the center of my lids here, I can actually put it on with my fingers now, which is how you're supposed to, and that makes me so happy. Or even just putting eye cream or anything like that, that currently makes me very happy. So that and my ears are my two current major happiness moments of the day. But let's get into the juicy goodness now. For today, I did not actually use any articles for research. I just put the definition of happiness, and that's it. So here we go. Being happy is feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. The example is Melissa came in looking happy and excited. So happiness is a feeling that washes over you in waves when you know life is good and you can't help but smile. Like how I literally giggled at my cat ears and my nails. Happiness can be experienced as a sense of well-being, fulfillment, contentment, or joy. However, just keep in mind that they're separate, but that's why I say that people can experience it as joy. Happiness usually involves feeling positive emotions and life satisfaction such as safety, luck, and success. Being happy is not always an inside job. Happiness is something that happens to us based on external factors. Happiness is something we think we should pursue, but that is actually leading ourselves astray. Pursuing happiness will always leave you feeling empty. It is actually a life of joy that we should pursue, as joy is a choice we purposefully choose and happiness is not. Happiness is something that can be given but can also be ripped away the very next second. Happiness has no guarantee of how long it will last or what might bring or take it away. But the key thing is to remember that that doesn't mean it's not great to experience it when it's there. So I wanted to go through a few other examples that I had thought of things that could make you happy. But the important thing to really remember is that happiness is something that comes from exterior circumstances or things or people. And when they're brought to you, it makes you very happy in that moment. But also they can be taken away literally like that. Whereas, what we'll talk about more next week, so I don't want to touch on it too much, but joy is more a way of being. So that's kind of the difference between the two. Joy is like more of a choice of existing in that state, whether it's through good times or through hard times. Whereas happiness, something happens and you feel happy and you don't know how long that happiness is going to last for. So examples of this could be like shopping can temporarily make you feel very happy. Now, for myself, I legitimately used to have a shopping addiction because I was trying to constantly like fill myself and put a temporary bandage over emotional trauma and wounding that I was trying to escape from instead of actually dealing with it and healing it. So I would go shopping and in the moment I would feel like, oh my goodness, look at me and these nice things. Like I look hot. I'm so happy right now because of this. And then I would purchase the items and no lie, I legitimately, I would run straight to my car and like flee the mall, okay? And then I would get to my car and I'd be like, oh my goodness, what did I do? I literally like can't afford these items. And then I would have to go back and return it or live with the stress of like, okay, now I have to work extra hard to be able to pay for this thing that made me happy, that in reality, that happiness lasted for maybe 5 minutes while I was like walking with that item to the till and then paying. And then as soon as that paying ended, the happiness was immediately gone and it was substituted with emotions that were more emotions that I was trying to cover. So then the cycle would happen again. What are you going to do? Go shop again to be happy. Clearly that shit doesn't work, guys. Just a note to self, like if you're thinking that's what is gonna work, it's not. So just like don't Just don't do it. Another thing that could like potentially make somebody temporarily happy is like, you know, if you're like in high school or something, it doesn't even have to be high school, but like, we'll just say it's high school, and you see your crush walking down the hall and you're like, oh my goodness, he's so hot. My crush, blah, blah. And you get so excited and so happy to see him, like, oh my goodness, I got to see him today. That is the most amazing moment of my whole day. And you're so happy and excited, and then literally like later in the day you see him in the hallway holding hands with some other girl, and you're like, excuse me, what? Do you literally not know that that's that's my man? Like, him and I are totally getting married one day, okay? Like, and then your happiness is ripped away from you. Another thing that could really make you happy is like seeing a friend or a loved one or somebody that maybe you haven't seen in a while, or maybe it's just you see them often, but you really like seeing them is like the best part of your day. When you finally get to see them because you've been waiting with like so much anticipation and you've been missing them, then you're very happy, right? In those moments of being with them, you're happy. But then, you know, at some point you have to separate yourselves from each other because like you have to go to work or you have to go groceries or whatever it may be. When you're suddenly not together, then you're suddenly not happy, and you're just basing your happiness off of being around a person. That is something that I just want to caution that is very unhealthy, and please watch yourself if that is happening to you, because I know it happens to a lot of us. I do think it might potentially happen with women more because we just get these ideas of, we glamorize these ideas of being with men or women, whatever you prefer, in our life. And then like we literally build our whole happiness around that. And those are the only times that then sometimes we can even feel like we're enjoying or being happy. And that's actually very unhealthy pattern to be in. So if that is you, maybe examine like, why is it that I can only feel happiness when this person is around? And start to look through those areas and start to kind of heal that. In most cases, it's a self-worth wound. And I can only say these things because been there, done that, girlfriend. Like, been there, done that. I have done it all, okay? Okay, this one is really good. So like eating cake makes me very, very happy. I really love eating cake. And like, while it's happening, you're like, I'm going to eat this whole cake, not even the one piece. I feel so good eating it. I'm happy. I feel joyous. Like, life is amazing. And, you know, then you do that and you suddenly can't zip up your jeans anymore, and you like tell yourself, oh, well, they just shrunk in the wash, and then the next pants also shrunk in the wash, and then the next pants also shrunk in the wash, and all the tops, and finally you have to realize, you know what, not every single item of clothing I own shrunk in the wash. It's actually just that I kept eating cake. And like now I don't have any clothes to wear, and I'm actually not happy. And now I have to work twice as hard to get back to where I even was before. Been there many a times. Also, kind of leading back to like the whole shopping thing, abundant bank accounts can make people very happy, or feelings that they have so many things like material items or possessions. And that, you know, definitely it can make you feel very happy while it's happening. But then like something in life can come that's unexpected, and suddenly your whole bank account is drained and you're like, oh, what am I gonna do now? And like your happiness is ripped away from you, and you're just like plunged into this stress hole. So those are some things that I thought of that can give temporary happiness. The key is to remember that happiness is very temporary. It's very here, there, all over the place. It can literally even be based upon the mood you're in that day. Something could happen that would typically make you happy. But if you're having a bad day, it's not even gonna work. Like, it's very, like, happiness is temperamental. Happiness is like a PMSing, like, you don't know what you're in for, you know, because it's different all the time type of thing. So it's amazing to experience those moments of happiness because they just make your quality of life feel like, woo, yay! But just remember it's temporary, and that joy, which we'll talk about next week, is what we actually want to be focusing on. So thank you so much for spending the time with me today. It made me very happy to be with you. Please make sure to comment below what emotions you would like me to unpack, whether they be quote unquote positive or negative, which we know doesn't exist. They're just indicators of what's going on, either that's going good or maybe that needs to change within your life. Or things within ourselves that we need to heal. But comment below what you would like me to unpack. Please make sure to like this video if you did like it. Then I will know to keep creating content like this. And also when you like it, it tells YouTube that it's good content and they'll push it out to more people who don't know about this channel, which is going to potentially help so many more people heal and become emotionally aware and responsible. And also, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. Oh, and guys, also, I'll put bloopers if there are ever any bloopers that I do. I'll always put them at the end of my videos now. I can't guarantee it's going to happen every week, but if there are, I'll put them. Make sure to click the bell button and then click all so that you'll be notified every time that I upload a new video. So I just am sending so much love and blessings to you all and hope that you have the most amazing day filled with so much happiness. I love you guys. Joy is more like joy is like more, so I wanted to start with happiness. And like click the all, I almost said Belton again like last week. So click the all, I almost said Belton again. Click the all button and click. Oh no, I literally was like, I didn't have any bloopers for this week and now I totally do. Now I'm so confused about what I'm even trying to say. Click the bell button. Oh, there we go. Make sure to click the bell button. Choose all so that you'll be notified. Make sure to click